Today's video is going to be a tree to a bowl. It's going to be fast and furious. Please subscribe, because what I'm going to do after this video is completed is I'm going to put out 11 different videos that are going to follow each of the 11 steps that are covered in this overview. Here I am taking a tree down. I got my logs and I cut my logs up into sections. Now I cut them into slabs, and from there we cut them into rounds using the bandsaw. This helps me get it on the lathe so I can at least not have it too much out of round. But even at this point, this is out of round, and it's a very slow process trying to get this cut back into a good round piece. Get rid of all the bark and get rolling on the rest of it. Here we're getting flipped it around. I've got the backside turned out. This is first turned wood. So this is going to be put into a bag and then put in on a shelf for about 4 months. But right now I'm just flattening off the front because I'm going to use a center saver on this. And I'm going to put a recess in the center of it that keeps it so I can flip it around and continue with the secondary bowl afterwards. But I'm just going to show you real quick as to how I go about getting this apart. And then I always clean up the inside of the bowl with my scraper and just take the lines out of it so it dries a little bit more smoothly. All right, this is after it's been bagged, and this bag's been sitting probably about 4 or 5 months. And this is oak coming out of it, and the oak itself is quite out of round. But this piece that I've got on the lathe right here is a silver maple, and it's actually pretty much in round. But before you can put it on your lathe, you got to re-round the tenon back up again so it'll hold on firmly. And I'm going to do a couple of things here. I'm going to just actually clean up the outside of it, and then I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to clean up this outside of this bowl needs to be completed all the way because this is a finished bowl at this point. So the only thing you'll have to do when I get done with this is sand it. All right, I'm going to be turning it around here in just a second. Now I've mounted it on the back side, and I saw I didn't like a couple of things on the other part, so I cleaned up the back side of the bowl. But what I'm going to do here is, because this is a silver maple bowl, it's very white, and I want to add a detail to it. So I'm going to put burn marks in it. So as soon as I get this section done, I'm going to put a little, I use a star point, just to make some areas for me to put my wire so it doesn't slip off the bowl. I'm smoking it, and then it turns a nice black line. And I just use a piece of wire and a couple of C-clamps. Don't hang on to the wire, it'll burn your hands. Now we're clearing out the inside of the bowl. You want to take the inside of the bowl the first couple inches and get it all done and get it down to a real fine, clean edge. So, because you're not going to come back out to it again, because after you start doing this, that'll go out around again. So just do the outside and then work your way to the inside. I'm sanding up. I go at 120 to 400 grit. And I put a finish on, which I use tung oil. And now I'm putting it on my buffing system. And this is carnauba wax, which is the same wax that's on M&Ms. So it's this food safe. Bowl turned out very, very nice. Actually, I gave it to a friend of mine for retirement. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I wet your whistle is what I really hope. You got to get out there and start turning. It's just a lot of fun. It's a great hobby. Yeah, you can make money at it, but I'm not what I'm into. I really am looking forward to just showing you what to do and how I can do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. What I want to do is just show you that I enjoy it. I want you to enjoy it. Get into it. Hit the subscribe button. That way you can come back and follow along with us on the 11 steps to making a bowl from a tree. Have a great day.